Check this out, guys. We have a pink sunset coming our way. Pretty much the golden hour here in Toronto, Canada. Like, look at this, guys. The CN Tower in the background. And a few other skyscrapers. Just to set the tone off. It is just beautiful here. Look, there's Lake Ontario. And just looking to the east. And hey, what's up, y'all? Alex here. So we're at the boardwalk here in the beaches neighborhood, part of the waterfront trail, and yeah, just had some ice cream. And before that, I went to a Chinese place just up the street from here, Golden Gate, it's called. I went there with Henry, Sapan, Eddie, Liam, and Nav and Dad, who's visiting from New York. It was good meeting him again. This meeting was very short though. I parted ways with him like 15 minutes ago. Originally I was gonna walk all the way to RC Harris, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just walk down here to the lake and just see what's up. So this is where we are. We're gonna walk. We're gonna try to walk the most of the boardwalk to let's say Northern Dancer Boulevard. And look, there's downtown Toronto. So again, this trail continues for quite a ways. Quite a lot of detail here. And dead squirrel. Okay. Oh my god. It's right by the map. Oh man. Anyway, let's get moving here. Today's Saturday, September 13th, 2025, and it is around 7:05 p.m. A beautiful, gorgeous Saturday evening here in the city. And it's been like about a month since I've been to the beaches neighborhood, but I actually haven't been to this part, which is the boardwalk. And I think I made the right decision to come down to the boardwalk, and now we're walking west as the sun has kind of gone down. And I'll show you guys the lake. There's a few beaches along here. I'm not sure what the name of this one is. Like, could be a Scarborough Beach or Balmy Beach. Look, here's a squirrel. Trying to grab something to eat, or at least admire the views of the lake.
Go back and forth over. Pick the one that's the right height for you, and you go back and forth many times. Yeah.
I'll show you guys the squirrel here.
No, Chris, you go on the lowest one.
I think I've done a video along the boardwalk once or twice. Might have been like 2 years ago. I can't remember. But this is one of the nicest This is like one of the nicest areas to take a walk by the lake, other than the downtown waterfront. And of course, just 4 minutes away from here is Queen Street East. You got the charming shops, commercial storefronts at the beaches. Although old school people would probably call it the beach, but it's clearly now that is not the right term anymore. I think Boom would know. He doesn't live too far from here, more like near Upper Beach, like Kingston Road area. I thought this was like his area. Okay, Balmy Beach. This is Balmy Beach here. And looks like there's a restaurant and a patio on top. Well, it's still summer, but it'll be ending very soon. So everybody is just getting their last bit of it. In fact, I've noticed a lot of the leaves are slowly starting to change color. So obviously it's a big sign that fall is on its doorstep. So in about several weeks, we're gonna be seeing a lot of trees in red, orange, yellow. Fall is a very beautiful time. But as for this summer was so freaking hot. Let me tell you, temperatures were going up to 40 degrees almost every freaking day. It was it was very uncomfortable, man. Let me tell you, we live in one of the most hottest climates in North America. Let's say. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if that's true, but we seem to be suffering the worst of the heat. But thankfully, that's long gone. It's around 22 degrees Celsius, if I forgot to mention. And there's some beautiful homes here. Get this 24/7 view if you guys are living in one of these homes. Betcha each night or evening you'd probably walk out here out of your doorstep. Notice a lot of older people tend to live here, probably after retirement. That's what I've noticed. To get here though was a bit of a pain in the ass because I was at the Eden Center. I had already came from Bloor West Village at the Ukrainian festival, and then I got a message from Japan saying that they were already at the restaurant way earlier than expected because apparently they left the Jays game because Navin's feet was hurting. He and Henry have been walking for hours, and they drove all the way there. So I was like, you know what, I gotta get going. So I walked out to Queen Street and almost at church, and I missed the freaking streetcar. So I, given that, being, that the streetcar system has gone down the drain, so unreliable, I decided to just walk, and I walked nearly 4 kilometers. I haven't done that in a while. And that should set me up and prepare for future walks along Eglinton Avenue, because I'm going to be doing that before and after Line 5 opens. So, I mean, I've done a few walks like these before, but not in a while. And not a single streetcar came, at least heading eastbound. But finally one came. That was as soon as I got to Jones Avenue. So I had walked a long way. So I made a long walking video, though I started at Sherburne. We have another squirrel here and 2 black dogs. There's our squirrel friend climbing up the tree. Hello. Smile. You're on YouTube. And he's just gonna jump up. It's also a bike path here. Although it doesn't look like it's shareable for pedestrians. Obviously, I mean, whatever reason is there to have a boardwalk and have this sort of view. I think after this video, I'm going to head home. I'm going to take the 92 up to the subway, and then I'll just go from there. Well, I'll tell you about my dinner. I got the beef fried rice. It came right away, actually. Like, it took 3 minutes from when I first placed my order. There it came. It was huge, man. I finished like 98% of it. And I got full instantly. And I had a spring roll as well, which is also huge. I was very surprised to see the size of that freaking thing. So I enjoyed it. It was like the warmest fried rice I've had in a while. I've always liked fried rice, especially when I go to Chinese restaurants, even though lately it wasn't so keen on it. But I went to Pearl Harbor, Dragon Pearl, and then Golden Gate restaurant, which has been around since 1952, so over 60 years now. It has like an old theater sign known as the Goof. I want to know the backstory behind that. And then we went to an ice cream shop just across the street. It's been a while since I had ice cream, so I mean, it was hot today, so it's fitting. Now it's cooler. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever been to this neighborhood in the evening. And the temperatures are just perfect. But we gotta put on our sweaters at least by next month, and we gotta put those shorts away. Oh yeah, look, there's Queen. And now this is Scarborough Beach Park. And then I think Q. And then Ashbridge is... Sometimes I get them confused. Hey, look. Yeah, see, look, now you can see the leaves are changing color here. Oh, wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so cool. I think it's... Is that I'm not... It's one of those motorized skateboards. And those smokestacks are in the Portland's neighborhood, which is a very industrial neighborhood that's going to be turning into a very, very walkable, urbanized, built-up area, which I'm very well looking forward to. No lifeguard. Yeah, I think they used to have lifeguards here. I'm gonna be honest, being by the water is awesome. It's very peaceful at times. But I'm not a beach person at all. Especially getting sand on me. It's so irritating. Very irritating. I don't even want to I don't even want to bring my shoes onto that shit. Seriously. Yeah, I'm not a beach person at all. And now I hear music in the distance. And tomorrow I'll be back out again. I'll go to the Polish festival in Roncesvalles. Sapan's going to be there. I'm going to meet him at Dundas and Bloor. And I think Liam's going to be there as well. I'm not too sure. And I don't know if I'll see Henry though. Excuse me. It was great seeing Ready Eddie again. Eddie's a East Ender. I can't remember the last time I saw him. Oh yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago during the Triple T meet and greet. Please recommend you check him out. Was wondering if his partner Sip was going to be there, but he couldn't make it. He was too tired. So I gave my regards to Sip as well. Of course, this area was probably very busy during the summer. Of course, the last time I was walking near here was at Ashbridge's Bay Park. That was on Victoria Day. Birthday party here. Hopefully we'll be nearing Lakeshore soon. At least Lakeshore Boulevard. And then Northern Dancer. And that's where I'll have to catch the 92 Woodbine Avenue South bus. Very short route to the subway. Oh yeah, now I'm seeing more of this beautiful sky. This is like one of my favorite times of the day, sunset. Very picturesque. All right, now here's Q Beach. I gotta say I'm full, so I'm really glad I'm walking this off, burning off some calories. Oh, it's coming from here. Beaches and cream. Obviously, it looks like you can get some ice cream here, which is what I had. Probably gonna get copyrighted by YouTube here. Okay, now I hear even more music. It sounds like EDM. So does that mean we're nearing Ashbridges Bay? I hope so. Oh, or actually Woodbine Beach. Woodbine Beach is next because this is what the sign says. So yeah, Woodbine Beach will be next. There's even more people here now. Not trying to be a hypocrite or anything. Even though COVID's way behind us and life's pretty much returned to normal, I still see people wearing masks. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. I remember during the height of the pandemic when people had so much problems with wearing masks, and they were against those masking rules. Don't get me wrong, I was tired of wearing masks myself. I think the last time I wore one was in, was it summer or fall of 2022? Because that's when the pandemic was like subsidizing. I mean, people were still getting COVID, but really not at a high rate. I mean, I don't have a problem. It's your choice. But yeah, almost every day I go, I still see very, very few people wearing masks inside. More squirrels. Oh yeah, look, there is Woodbine Beach. There's that same guy with the cool ass skateboard. Love your dog, respect your beach. Yeah, it kind of irks me when people cannot pick their dog shit up, and especially when they can't keep their freaking leashes on. That's what bothers me the most. Because I've heard that a 9-year-old girl was mauled by one. Well, not to death, actually. She survived, but still very disturbing. Shouldn't be happening. At least this dog is on a leash. This has been a great walk. Especially after dinner and ice cream, man, I'm so freaking full. But also when I was walking long time on Queen Street East, even though it was like over 40 minutes, I was starting to get real pissed, so. Again, it was good seeing the guys an hour ago at dinner. Again, Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit, Sapand, Liam, Eddie, and of course Nav and Dat. I was a huge fan of all of us. Here the Blue Jays are doing very well. I don't follow baseball or anything, but that's what I've been hearing lately, so hopefully they can go all the way. Maybe they could win their first World Series since, I think, 1993. Of course, in the early 2020s, Ashbridges Bay was notoriously known for its chaos, fireworks shootings, and oh man, so much chaos there. That usually happens around Victoria Day and 1st of July. Oh, I think I see Lakeshore now. Yes, you're gonna be near the end soon. People are going into the water here. You know, I thought to myself about, since this summer was like extremely hot, I thought about going into an outdoor pool, but it's too late for that now. Because I think most, if not half of them, are closed for the season. I mean, it's so hot, but not like earlier this summer though. we're winding down to the end, so see if I could walk 3.8 kilometers like on Queen, I could do the same on Eglinton. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As soon as we get an opening date, I'm gonna start. There's a pizza in here. Wonder if it's open. Oh no, doesn't look like it. Okay, I also know what is inside here. Oh, it is a shared path. Okay, just gotta watch out for cyclists. Ugh. There's a washroom in there. I had to use the washroom before I started this video. It was kind of smelled very nasty in there. Oh, there's a pool in here. Looks, is it a indoor pool? Yeah, there's Lakeshore, which does continue, of course. I did a walking video several months ago, heading west all the way to, I think, Leslie Street. Oh, I'm starting to get tired. At least I won't have much editing to do, like yesterday. Because I edited like 3 bus rides from yesterday. I went to the UTM, University of Toronto, Mississauga campus. I did a little bit of exploring there. And then I took the 126 back to Kipling Terminal. And I hung out there for like over half an hour because my phone was almost dying. And my power bank was out of juice. So I just used one of their USB stations until I felt comfortable enough. And then I just went home from there. Which actually took me 30 minutes. That's because I used the subway directly. I didn't get off at Eglinton West to take the 109. Well, I will this time tonight, but... Oh yeah, look, there's the bus loop. I'm probably not going to make that one, though. So, obviously I'll wait for the next one. And then I'm thinking of going to Montreal next month, although during my reading week, but this all depends on line 5 and 6's opening, as well as the REM's opening. So if line 5 opens like the week I'm going, I'm not gonna go to Montreal. I'm gonna stay here and ride line 5 as much as I can, and then I'll probably go to Montreal maybe in February during my winter semester reading week. So we'll see about that. It's all about decision making. So I'm not booking anything to say. I have to find like hotels though. When I stayed at that last time, like 2 years ago, when we stayed at that hotel, it was nice, but it was also pretty expensive. So I want to get a different one. Hey, look, fuck Carney. I have not seen a sticker like that in a while, if not ever. However, I disagree with that sign. So, oh yeah, but there was also a freaking rally earlier today that just turned into a protest, marching down the streets. I saw one on Bloor, then Yonge, all the way to Yonge and Dundas Square. it kind of spiraled out of control, but I have no well, actually, they were protesting against immigrants. I mean, actually, I may have brown skin, but I was born here. My parents are immigrants, though, so well, they've been in Canada for over 40 years now. So that's, yeah, I kind of feel like Canadians should be more prioritized. I said it wrong. Like, they have like more priority over, you know, newcomers and stuff. That's why people have had so much trouble with them. But I don't want to be a racist or anything. We can't do that. 8417. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, adios, and peace out. Bye-bye.